So I'm going to see Spider-Man No Way Home, the more fun stuff version, even though from the spoilers I have seen, it's not more fun. Go figure. I don't think I've seen 11 minutes worth of spoilers yet. Like, the spoilers I've seen have been like little short 10 second clips. So that's not 11 minutes. It's Saturday, September 3rd, which means it's National Cinema Day, and that means that the movies were $3. So happy that I waited to buy my ticket because I was originally going to go on Thursday, but now I have saved myself even more coin. Going to see Spider-Man No Way Home was like the best experience for me at the end of last year. I cried so much. I know I'm gonna cry again. I don't know. I put a lot of emotional attachment to Spider-Man No Way Home, and I don't know why I did that or how it happened. Oh, last night was Serena Williams' last tennis match, and I watched my roommates, and oh my gosh, it was such a good game. Like, she played her ass off. Like, she did not come to play. Forever will be the GOAT, okay? Greatest athlete in general, not just female athlete. She is the greatest athlete. I've always known Serena, so it's kind of crazy now that she's going to be going into a whole nother chapter of her life. I'm excited for her, and I'm sure she's going to do amazing things. I don't know what else to say because there's like nothing going on. I don't know if I even introduced myself. Hi, I'm Zoe. I love Spider-Man. I have a Spider-Man t-shirt that I'm going to wear to the movie because I like wearing Marvel related t-shirts to Marvel movies. I need to get a Mighty Thor one because, you know, when I went to see Thor Love and Thunder, I came out of there loving Mighty Thor, and like I wasn't expecting to, and it kind of is shitty. Mighty Thor is only in one movie. You give me this character that I end up loving and then you take her away. Have you lost your mind? I am so much more invested in MCU Marvel than I ever was with the other phases. The other phases, I was just like passively enjoying it and just like liking superhero films. And there were characters, obviously, that I favored over others, don't get me wrong. Never made me want to read the comics, you know what I'm saying? But now I'm like, we need to read these comics. But it will help my Goodreads reading goals, so... It's Spider-Man! I don't think I'm gonna stay for the post-credit scenes because the new one is the one that I was spoiled on, so I don't need to see that. And the other one I'm pretty sure is the same. Don't need to stay for the post-credits. I don't really have anything else to say. I just wanted to let you know that I'm ready to go. See Spider-Man! Yay! I'm taking all my hats off today. Let my head down 'cause I got time tonight. I sat down, I back, I drank some shooty, so you know I'm up tonight, love. I'm wide awake, It is 3:31. I just got back from the movies. That movie, first of all, I finally heard the Wakanda Forever trailer in person in the theater with all of the sound and chills, absolute chills. I teared up so much hearing Angela Bassett. Just, that movie is going to wreck me. I already know. It was beautiful. I cannot wait to go see it. And it's probably it's really the only other movie this year that I'm anticipating, because I was like waiting for Spider-Man re-release and then Wakanda Forever. But after that, I have no other movies that I plan on seeing in theaters. So my movie watching year is almost done. That's Spider-Man. Listen, do I think it's worth it for everyone to go see it for the 11 minutes? Probably not. It's not so much content that it's like, you need to see this. But it just felt so much more complete. The pacing felt so much better. I feel like they changed some of the music in the transition scenes. Like, the emotions just felt like they flowed so much better. Especially, just to give you an example, with Peter on the thing in front of the big Jumbotron. That scene transitioning into Ned's house, I feel like it went so much smoother than I remember it. And maybe that's just me forgetting, but I had multiple moments like that. It was really good. Like, I liked the little stuff that they added. I feel like almost I wish that this would have been what the film was initially. I feel like this cut of the movie should have been the final cut, and if we were getting a re-release, it should be more on top of this, because this felt like a complete movie that took you through things, and we really got to see things about like Peter and his school life. I loved getting to see that more, seeing things about his school and like how it was for him being in classes and things. I would have loved to actually see more of that, like what it did to Peter Parker, the student, the teenager. Though we do get to see it, I would have loved to see more. And now that we are getting like more clues as to like what exactly happened with Peter in the, you know, erasing of him from memories, I have so many questions, because I'm like, listen, I know Ned and MJ got pictures with him. So what happens? Did they just turn into selfies? Did they just wonder who the hell this is they were standing next to all the time? You know, like, who is this white boy right here? If I had to guess, if I had to write it, you know, I love to write and fill in the blanks, but if I had to guess, I would hope that the story will pick up at least 2-3 years from where No Way Home ends. That's for sure. I want it to be college years. I want Peter Parker to be aged up. Of course, it depends on what year the MCU is in, but I imagine with the way they're moving through the years, I think currently they're in, I think Miss Marvel was 2024, I want to say. So where was No Way Home? 2023, I think. I would love for Marvel the MCU to release an official timeline, not like movie order, but I want to see them like pushed out dates, and like I just want to see, even if some of them don't really make sense, I want to see where the overlap is. If I had to put out my guesstimations, I think 2-3 years in the future, Peter Parker, he's not really Peter Parker anymore. He doesn't really go on that side. He's mainly Spider-Man. I feel like he's gonna have like a lot of what Andrew's Peter 3 was talking about, how he doesn't have a lot of time for like the Peter Parker because he's so busy being Spider-Man. And I feel like that's what's going to happen with Peter 1. And I also think what Peter 2 said with MJ, how it's complicated, but they're making it work. I feel like both of what they said are kind of a prophecy of what's going to happen with Peter. When we next see Peter Parker, he is not going to be Peter Parker, really. He's mainly leaning into the Spider-Man thing, because he has no reason to be just Peter Parker anymore. You know, he's not trying to make friends. He's not trying to get close to people, because everyone who gets close to Peter Parker, Spider-Man, they end up, you know, getting hurt. They end up dying. Like, I think that's going to be true. And I think also when him and MJ do reunite, it's going to be complicated, but they're making it work, because no matter how you look at it, he didn't tell her when he had that first opportunity to, when he went in there, then that's already making it complicated, because she said, you have to tell me. But she did say she would figure it out. I feel like a lot of those were like Easter eggs of what's going to happen no matter what. Like, I feel like that's what's going to happen, but I don't know. What else can I say? I feel like this is just going to be a Spider-Man blog, because all I do is talk about Spider-Man. A lot of people are like, we really want Gwen to come into the MCU. We really want Harry to come into the MCU. I think a lot of people think that's going to be the next storyline. I don't know if it is. I would love Black Cat. I think that would be amazing and fun. I don't know if I want Gwen personally, but I think they'll make the right decision of whatever they decide to do for whatever direction they're deciding to go. But I hate to tell everyone, I do not think that they are not going to sign Zendaya on for, if they do another trilogy, there's no way she's not going to be locked down for that trilogy. And I think they know they would be idiots to not sign her on. And that's just being real. That's on money and paychecks. Okay, that's on box office numbers. Like, that's not even just because of what they want to do with MJ. Because I don't want her to just take Peter back. Like, I don't want that. And she's already in a prominent role that they could just give her character more fleshed out story, which I would love. I would love for her to get more backstory. My idea for the next movie wouldn't be that her and Peter get back together, but I definitely could see them kind of being like those paths that cross and then like keep crossing. Maybe a friendship. But I just want them back. I just want them back because I have so many questions. I want so many answers. They cannot leave Peter Parker like that. I'm sorry. But anyways, that was really fun. I'm really happy I went. It was well worth the wait. I don't know, just being able to go see it with other people in the theater and just like everyone reacting and like we'd never seen it before. It was just so fun. We've talked about fucking Peter Parker and Spider-Man for 20 minutes. It is time for me to go. I will talk to you later. Dreams, baby. What can I do when I'm